Welcome to Freedom to Learn, the podcast that champions choice in education, defends parental rights, and exposes the harm caused by school unions. I'm Jenny Gentles, Director of Education Freedom and Parental Rights at DFI, the Defense of Freedom Institute in Washington, D.C. We've had a great season 1 of DFI's Freedom to Learn podcast, and we are so grateful for our listeners and guests. We launched the podcast in November 2024, primarily to inform listeners about the growth and popularity of school choice programs across the country and the need for a federal scholarship tax credit. As you've heard during our final 3 episodes of season 1, the tax credit was included in the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, creating the possibility of students in all 50 states benefiting from K-12 scholarships for tuition, tutoring, and other education expenses. And while the provision was making its way through Congress, we shared good news here on the podcast from folks in Texas, Tennessee, and New Hampshire about significant education freedom expansions in their states. During our first season of the podcast, I spoke with Education Secretary Linda McMahon, U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, 5 members of the U.S. House, Maine State Representative Laurel Libby, state education chiefs, and school choice and parental rights advocates and friends from across the country. Courageous mothers like January Littlejohn and Erin Lee, who are rooting gender ideology out of our schools and society, also shared their stories and advice. If you're new to the podcast, please check out these conversations. We're taking a podcasting break during the congressional August recess, and we'll be back after Labor Day for season 2. There's a lot of talk in Washington and the media about President Trump's plans to return education to the states. We plan to delve into what it means for policymakers, parents, students, and educators. We'll talk to national and state education leaders to hear their thoughts on devolving education power out of D.C. We'll get the details of how the U.S. Department of Education can be dismantled and what roles Congress, the administration, and others will play. Please follow the podcast on Apple Podcasts or your favorite platform and subscribe on DFI's YouTube channel in order to receive notifications of new weekly episodes when we launch Season 2. Listeners, thank you for your commitment to education freedom and parental rights, and thank you for tuning in to Freedom to Learn each week. We'll see you in September. Freedom to Learn is a production of the Defense of Freedom Institute. You can learn more about DFI at dfipolicy.org. If you have feedback or suggestions for future podcasts, please reach out to us at podcast@dfipolicy.org. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and leave a rating and review wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.